Over the last month, I've been spending a lot of time in Kansas getting the bus ready to hit the road. After about a week, the bus was finally ready, and I took it back to the shop and started moving stuff in. So, the bus is an absolute mess right now. Moved everything in from the studio, which came from the smaller bus, and now I am going through ruthlessly getting rid of things that I don't need, whether it be clothes, whether it be outdoor gear. I have one tote filled up already, and I'm assuming there's going to be 4 or 5 totes full of stuff to donate. So the bus has a new bed setup. You can see Kobe's down there enjoying his new kennel. I am cleaning the mattress pad, so I need to do laundry. I'm going to get the new mattress in here. We ended up going east to west with this just to free up some more space. Excuse the mess, like donation stuff, all that good stuff. But this is the new bed setup, Kobe spot, drawers for clothes. So the plan is to start at the end of the bus and work my way forward, just going through and cleaning everything out. The biggest thing at the moment is really deciphering what I want and what I don't want. I have a really bad habit of collecting t-shirts from my travels. So every t-shirt that I have in here, I've got throughout like my 13, 14 years of travel. It's hard to let them go, but actually a big part of the first donation was a lot of those shirts. Basically put them in different piles. I have my winter clothes pile, my outdoor pile, and then my day-to-day stuff. So got that pretty much pared down. Gonna go through all the spices, all the food stuff items, and just ruthlessly cut what I don't need.
Despite the fighting words of a lot of these people, nobody was sure exactly how or when this coup.
I had a ton of tasks to complete while I was back in Kansas, everything from getting some of the buses we're going to have up for sale soon ready, also some projects on the bus itself. One of the main projects was fixing a broken and leaking MaxxAir fan. It had been over a year and a half since I washed the bus. Also, I had the bus at Cummins for a pretty major oil leak, so the engine bay was completely covered in oil. So we headed over and gave Zep2 a much needed bath. Since purchasing the bus in 2017, I have not cleaned the engine bay this well. The water we were using was heated, so when I sprayed into the engine bay, all of that dirt grime from over 5 or 6 years was just spraying all over me. It was definitely the dirtiest I had been in a very long time. I then finished up a couple extra small projects that needed done, and finally, it was time to hit the road. Alright, so the time has finally come. About to drive ZEP2 to Colorado. I'm going to be towing the car. So I did leave for a little bit. I drove the car to Colorado. Linnea and I met up, hung out there for a couple days, and then drove her van to Utah for a wedding. And I was debating on just flying back from Colorado, leaving the Element in Colorado, and that way I would only have the bus. And it's been about a year and a half since I towed the car. And the reason for that is basically when you tow a car, you're not able to back up and you just have extra length behind you. And I'm hoping that it's just one of those things once I get on the road, once I start driving again, it's just all going to come back and click in my head, and the turn radius and, you know, all that stuff. So I'm just always very nervous driving the bus when I get back into it. I think once I'm 20, 30 miles on the road, I'll be good to go. But right now, as I'm like sitting here drinking my morning coffee, I'm just like psyching myself up to get on the road. But I am excited to have the bus back. I'm excited for all the modifications made. I'll probably do a full walkthrough later on. I'm just like sitting here psyching myself up. I've been sitting here for like the last half an hour or so, but it has been great hanging out here with Wes. John Luke from Tiny Home Tours is in town now. I've been hanging out with him and his wife Jackie a bit, which has been really nice. But time to move on. Excited to have the bus on Linnea's property, to have my home back, my office, bathroom, just my space. It was so surreal walking into the bus and just sitting down and kind of looking around and remembering all the work that was done and just how this bus makes me feel. So I'm very excited to be back in the bigger rig. Just have to get this 9-hour drive out of the way. Walked around the bus probably 3 or 4 times, just double checking everything. And just in my head, I'm just like, did you forget something? Did you forget something? Double check the car 3 times. Just got to do it. So here we go. Fairly smooth and uneventful drive in. Now it comes time to try and conquer this driveway. So far, so good. Alright, so this is the next day, obviously, and about to do the part that I am most nervous about. So there is a turn to the left. I need to be very careful because it's very soft, and getting somebody out here that can actually move this bus would be very expensive. And I don't want the bus to tip, obviously. Linnea's gonna guide me and watch that particular corner. We're gonna hope for the best. I'm now currently in the bus, editing and uploading this video. It feels absolutely amazing having the bus off-grid again in a beautiful spot, and it's time to get to work online and also exploring Colorado. Thanks so much for watching, and a new video will be coming out soon.